Michelle with another inviting video tonight. This video right here, I want to talk about some things that I feel that needs to be said. We have so many people that just don't understand that people watch you in life in general. Maybe ever since you had a job. I don't care if you were younger when you had the job. They watched you because you knew what to do with your money. Okay. And when you know what to do with your money, you're not trying to get attention from people. You just doing the things you feel like you need in your life, right? But people, you find out who your haters, who your friends are when you start moving in your own lane, right? And people get jealous. But you don't have to worry about that. Don't trip over that. Don't trip over people being jealous because you're staying in your own lane, right? You're doing what you're supposed to do. And that's what God wants you to do. And you're able to accomplish more. And I just like to talk on that type of stuff because I know it works. And young people know it helps them to stay, it helps them to stay in line when they got somebody around them showing them what works and what don't work. And that's how I was growing up. I was able to see my older siblings do things. They all had jobs. They didn't go to jail. They didn't get in trouble and stuff like that because they wanted to accomplish things and show things. They wanted to show they were good citizens. And that's the way you're supposed to live your life. And you do things, you try to do things that look good. And that's what you're supposed to do. And then you get people to follow you. How you doing? I see some people on here now. I know I was talking and nobody was on here, but it's okay. How you guys doing tonight? Everybody's good. This Michelle. What's going on? Ain't nothing going on. I know. It's a lot going on, really. I was sad to hear today that the young guy, Jamal, I know you guys heard about him passing. It was a terrible way to die, but we all gonna die, right? But he drowned. They say that was a young guy that played on Bill Cosby. I was so sad and just it just was a shocker. How you doing, Mason? How are you tonight? Yeah, I was just talking about people being around good role models in their life. Just like me, I was young. I was the youngest one in my family, and I had good role models in my life as my brothers and sisters, my siblings, and they all had good jobs. So when I got out of high school, I wanted a good job too. I wanted to accomplish things, and I stayed on track, and I did it. I did what I could do. How are you? How are you, Matson and Maddox? How you guys doing? That's a great thing when you have good role models in your life, right? It keeps you in line, and I was grateful for that I had good role models in my life, you know. And even, where I live, I had good role models. Mostly, the kids that played around where I lived at and stuff like that growing up. We did what we did, and everybody got along. We had fights, and we rode our bikes, and we did all kinds of things. We did what we could do. We had fun. But you know what? I always think about the fruits and stuff that we used to go out and find on the trees and stuff like that. That was so fun. I never forget that. And we had a lot of fruit trees where I lived growing up, and we didn't have problems going and getting fruits and stuff like that. You never hear the kids doing that nowadays. I guess it's so different. They barely go buy fruits at the stores and stuff, fruits and vegetables, but we had it all growing around in the area where I lived at, and that's what we did. We would sit around outside and eat our fruits and vegetables, play outside, and we had that energy. It was that natural, the natural way to live and play, and just had that energy. The kids nowadays, yeah, this is Bill Cosby's wife. Who is Bill Cosby's wife? Troll. This is Bill Cosby. What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. This is Bill Cosby's. You talking about me? Or who? Who you talking about? I guess that was a comedy. You being funny? I don't know who you are. Troll. That's how you pronounce your name? Troll. Troll. Trying to see what you more stories, please. Oh, more stories. I don't know what I just like to talk about different things. I got another little story I can tell you about. A friend of mine, how we used to. It's funny now, but she showed me how to take things from the stores before they open. We would be on our way to school, right? This was high school, and she would always have these. They had these magazines, they have these stacks of magazines at the stores before they open. But she used to always come to class first period and have the newest magazines that come out. And I used to wonder, and she told me what she did. She On the way to school, she would stop by the stores and open those bundles of magazines and stuff, and have all the latest magazines. And she didn't have no problem. And I said, "Girl, you was stealing?" And she was like, "Yeah, I wanted these magazines." And I was like, "No wonder you," because I used to wonder, because the magazines, they was like some like $5. And at that time, in the 80s, they looked like that was a lot of money. $5 for a magazine, and stuff. And she used to give them out. Sometimes she would sell them. And I used to say, "How was you doing?" Then I used to find them too. I used to find them. And when she get through with them, and I would put them in my locker, and I'm reading the latest magazines. And then when I got out of high school, I got a job to where I was working at this factory. It's a printing company. And we used to run the press, and we made all these different magazines at this printing company, believe it or not. You know, that's one story. How you like that one? I can't pronounce your name either. Sulley. Okay, I got some people on here today, so I really don't have too much to talk about tonight. What do you guys want to talk about? Anybody, just bring it on. Let's talk. Anything you want to talk about, let's bring it on. Nobody's saying nothing. Let me say, yo, hi, what's up? Big on your blinds or curtains. Oh, you like my curtains? Thank you. What do you want to talk about? Anybody on here now want to talk about something? Roach. What are you talking about, Roach? I guess you trying to be funny. Are you a kid or something? Don't nobody play those kind of games, Jared. You must be a kid. And then whoever put bug on here, you must be a kid too. Roach on your curtains. You retarded. I don't have no roaches. You got roaches at your house? I don't have no roaches. You retarded. I can tell you that by you coming on here talking about roaches and curtains. And yeah, I got curtains in here. You ain't gonna see no roach here, buddy. I was trying to be nice. You was trying to be. You think that's nice? You must be you. Are you retarded? Now, how nice is that? You must be special coming on here talking about roaches. I'm a nice person. I can't watch that. I'm out. Bye. Get your ass out of here. Nobody wants you on here. Nasty. Get out of here. Get out of here. You must be a kid. I'm gonna go back and look at your profile, you crazy ass. Go play with yourself. Gonna come on somebody's page talking. You need go get some toys to play with. Talking about roaches and stuff. You retarded. Can't wait for them kind of people to come on my page talking. Just retarded. I'm gonna go look on this page after I get off of here. But right now I'm just gonna stroll through it again. Don't come here talking about some roaches. What kind of mess is that? I tell you, they give these phones to these kids and special need type of children. I could tell they get on these YouTube pages and just talk crazy. You don't even need to be having none of these things, these gadgets. Just retarded. Go get some hair. What you talking about? You see, do I got hair? That tell you retarded. You need to look good. Go put on some glasses. See, you talking stupid. Go get some hair. What are you talking about? Don't you look crazy now? Look at it. Do you see some hair? That's what I'm saying. Just retarded. They don't got nothing else to say. You must be about 8 years old, huh? Go get some hair. Buy Jared or something like that. Gerard or Jared. Go play with yourself. I'm gonna go back and look at your page. Talking about nasty and all this thing. This is retarded. I can't watch. I'm out. You can't watch what? Go get some hair. That's retarded. I can't believe it. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna turn this off because I want to go back and look at these people profiles who talking on my YouTube right now. You retarded. Every retarded comment on here. I'm going back and look at your page. I bet you don't have no friends on your page. I bet you got cartoons on your page. I bet you, I'm gonna find some cartoons. Your special needs. I hate to go to this level, but I had to do it. I'm gonna go to your page. You on here. It's too late. I bet you special needs. Okay, I'm gonna get off here right now. I gotta go back and check out these people. I'm not taking you off of here. It's just gonna show me how special you are. Thank you for watching, you guys. God bless. Peace out. Gotta go check out these people page. These kids.